Alright, so I'm just going to briefly run through, if you like, sort of pre-processing an HDR merged document before you then tone map it. So this is especially pertinent if you're HDR merging raw files because there's no automatic noise reduction, sharpening, chromatic aberration reduction, or fringing reduction, those type of corrections. So I've got a set of raw files that I've dropped in here, and before I do anything else, I'll just uncheck Tone Map HDR Image, then click OK. Okay, so once we've got our merged result, I'm just going to switch over to the View tool, and let's switch across to the Layers panel here. Now then, first I'm going to tackle noise reduction, because when it comes to tone map, that will really expose any noise in the image, particularly chrominance or color noise, which we really don't want. So the other thing I'm going to do is go to View, Studio, and expose the 32-bit preview panel. Let's just drag it out here. And this will help us, if we bump the exposure slider up, reveal the chrominance noise that we want to get rid of. So I'll pick an area of the image like this, then just go to Filters, Noise, Denoise, and we'll just drag the color denoise slider up until we start to see the kind of reduction we want in chrominance noise. Now, it's still present here, as we can see, so I'm going to check the extreme slider and just drag it up a bit higher until we get it to a point where we're happy. Okay, so in this particular image, I've deemed that we don't really want to do any luminance denoising, as will compromise the fine detail. So I'll click Apply, and there we go, that's our chrominance denoising applied. Now the other thing we'll want to tackle is fringing on highlight areas with extreme contrast. So to expose these a bit better, we'll actually drop the exposure down, and we'll just need to scan around the image somewhat. I can see a few bits already, like in here, but I'll just have a look around and see if there's a more extreme example. There we go. Okay, so we've got some complementary fringing going on here. So all we need to do is go into Filters, Color, Defringe, and by clicking on the canvas, we can target that magenta fringing, and we'll just bring the edge brightness threshold down and increase the tolerance. That should help remove it a bit more effectively. And we'll check also remove complementary hue. There we go. That's pretty much tackled all of the fringing, and that will apply across the image. So we'll just click Apply, and there we go. So there we go, it's actually fairly straightforward in a nutshell. I'll just bring the exposure slider back up, and we can get rid of the 32-bit preview panel now. So all that remains to do is to go ahead and tone map this image. And there we go, I'll just increase the local contrast a bit, take down the highlights, maybe add a bit of a tone curve. So there we go, I can just click Apply, and I've got my finished tone mapped HDR image. So there we go, just a really quick video to show you how to pre-process your merged HDR document before you actually tone map it. The one crucial thing to remember to actually save a bit of time is when you do your initial HDR merge, uncheck Tone Map HDR Image. Otherwise, you'll go straight into the tone map persona and you'll have to cancel out of it, which is just a bit unnecessary if you remember to uncheck that box first. So there we go, hope that was helpful. If you have any questions or queries, please do ask on the Affinity forums, and don't forget to check out the other video tutorials. Thank you for watching.